your hands together for Ashley Gardner!
Hey, thank you, Lisa. She's terrific, huh? Good evening. Get rid of this thing here. So, you know, we live in an interesting world. Everyone's trying to be so woke. You gotta be careful. You could offend anybody or any group at any time and not even know it. So, just to play it safe here tonight, I'm gonna make fun of old people. Because I am one. An old white woman. And you know, let's face it, old people make really easy targets, right? I mean, we walk a little slower. We talk a little slower. We probably even think a little slower. And we're only woke between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Time out for naps. It's not easy for my generation because there's a lot of ageism out there, you know, yeah? I went to a rock concert recently. I heard somebody say, "Hey, who brought their grandma?" I'm looking around. They're looking at me. Went into Forever 21 the other day. I got carded at the door. Don't they know I am fire? Yeah, I didn't know there was an age limit to buying hip, young clothes, so there you go. However, you can turn the old age card to your advantage. For instance, when you forget, your best friend's name, or your husband's name. And it's very handy when you get pulled over by a cop and you roll down the window and say, "Oh, officer, I'm so sorry, I got confused. I'm old." That works pretty well. And then there's all those senior discounts. Yeah, those add up. Like the senior early bird specials, pretty wonderful. If you don't mind eating your dinner between 4 and 6 in an overly lit restaurant surrounded by old people. Yeah, well, I had a great time in college. I didn't actually go to college. But I roomed with 2 girls who were going to university, which worked out really well for me. Because while they were studying the books, I was studying the boys. My roommates told me, "Don't date those engineering students. All those boys want to do is get drunk and have a lot of sex." Huh. So I married an engineer. He doesn't seem to want to get drunk. Oh, senior sex. Oh, nobody really wants to talk about that. So I won't. Except to say this. The difference between sex then and sex now, sex then was all, Sex now is, ow, get off my leg. So, living with an engineer is pretty interesting and amusing at times. One of the things would be talking about the weight of water, right? Because you need to know that in order to ascertain the actual amount of water that you're displacing when I get in the jacuzzi. Yeah, that's engineer talk for, I mean, you think you're getting a little chubby. The other thing is, you know, sometimes I might say, "Honey, pie?" He goes, "Oh, yeah, 3.149562972." That's handy, yeah. But we have been married 30 years, and he's coming along, and he's younger, which is really a good thing because they're a lot easier to train. And he is coming along nicely. There's a few things we're still working on. Shutting the cupboard doors would be nice. Shaving on the weekend. And hanging up the dish towel. I find that critical. Maybe you do too. I look back and I'm always amazed at how smart my parents were, especially my mother. So if I would ever complain about any little thing not being quite right, she would say, well, you should be a critic. Who knew? Years later, I am the founder of the NPA, the Nitpickers Association. And all its members seem to be women. Huh. My husband tells me I should lower my standards. I'd be happier. Yeah. And I say to him, well, I did. I married you. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Where was I? I can get to say that because I'm old, right? Well, I went to a health retreat not long ago. You know, one of those very calm, very zen, very cleansing kinds of places. You can spell cleansing E-N-E-M-A. E-N-E-M-A-S. Daily. Self-administered. Way too clean for me. So the first day, we're all sitting around in a big circle, and we're there to say who we are and why we're here at this health retreat. So everybody who speaks before me is talking about terrible diseases or horrific circumstances, something really traumatic. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what the heck am I going to say? My life is almost perfect. So when it finally gets to me, I say, my name is Ashley, and I came here because I have to lose 5 pounds. And my pubic hair is turning gray. And my husband doesn't hang up that dish towel